Keith Henry, and welcome to Senior Moments, a look at seniors from Morgan and Coppin. This time we're doing it Morgan style, and no one better to start with than Miss Amy Begg. The picture from Christchurch, New Zealand. Amy, first of all, what led you to choosing Morgan State?
So I actually remember it very clearly. I was sitting in the library cafe after school one day with my friends, and I got a message from Coach Heinlein asking if I would be interested in a Division One scholarship. And my first thought was, no, I'm not going across the other side of the world, away from my family, away from my friends, away from everything I've known, to pursue this softball scholarship. So then I got into some talks with him and felt a lot more comfortable after talking to him, and he talked to me about the opportunities and everything. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to pack my bag and I'm going to go across the world to America for the first time, take the scholarship and see what happens, and I've never looked back since.
By the way, what got you into softball? What made softball your first choice, and have you played other sports?
So I got into softball because both my parents played it, so it kind of turned into a family thing. I watched my mom and my dad play, and I guess I kind of thought, hey, that looks cool, I want to give that a go. So I started playing, I started playing t-ball when I was 5, and then moved to softball when I was about 9 or 10. So I've definitely just been doing it my whole life. And what was the other question?
What have you played any other sports?
Yeah, in high school, I played a little bit of volleyball, which I enjoyed, and a little bit of cricket in primary school, and netball when I was younger too. So yeah, quite a few sports.
Talk about your family and how have they impacted you, especially like you said last interview. Yeah, they haven't had a chance to see you play softball here. How have they impacted your life?
They've definitely been my biggest influences and my biggest supporters. I don't think that I would be able to do half the things that I do without them, supporting me and reminding me like why I'm doing it and why I love doing it. It's definitely a family thing. I would never be able to be where I am without them at all. They've definitely encouraged me my whole life, motivated me, helped me with whatever I've needed. So yeah, definitely owe it all to them.
Um, the coaches here, unique personalities, all three of
Yeah.
them, but they mesh together pretty well.
Yeah.
Talk about your coaching, the coaching staff, starting Coach Heinlein, and how have each of them coaches impacted you?
Yeah, they are very different. So Coach Heinlein is definitely my biggest supporter here, which is nice to have someone that constantly has my back. He constantly reassures me, reminds me of what potential I have, and if I'm not having that good of a game, he's always there to be like, it's just one game, like you'll get the next one. So that's definitely important. He definitely has, my pitching is improved, I think, dramatically since I've been here. I'm a lot more consistent, a lot more confident. So I think that I definitely owe a lot of that to him. Coach Myron, he's kind of like the dad. He's definitely just there whenever you need someone to talk to about anything. Like he's kind of like the person you would go to if you'd had a bad day. He's definitely always there, to talk to about things. And Coach Bob, I always call him the granddad. He's also there. He's very, very passionate about coaching, which is really, really nice to see. And yeah, him and Coach Marin are always there with smiley faces, which is nice.
Um, I don't know what your major is. What is your major, and then what do you want to do with it? And
So I'm majoring in sociology, and I am trying to attach a minor in criminology onto that. And I am looking at going back to New Zealand and doing something in the education system in the prisons for juveniles. Or I was also looking into going back and doing a year of teaching at a New Zealand university to get a double degree in teaching in sociology. So I have a couple of things that I'm interested in. I haven't fully decided yet, but I'm definitely going to go down one of those paths.
What made you decide you want to go down this path?
So in high school, I was definitely always interested in kind of the health of people and why people did things and why the world is almost the way it is. So that's definitely what led me to sociology. After I talked to an advisor, I got pointed in that direction. And then I don't know why, but I've always been drawn to the domestic violence subject, about like why people do it and the effects and causes and stuff like that of it. So I started going into domestic violence classes, kind of like I think health and illness, and then gender and violence. And then from there I went a step further and took a jails and prisons class, and we went on a jail tour, and it just opened my eyes to this world that I hadn't seen before. We went through the education unit in the jail, and I just thought that it was amazing, and I just thought that I would love to do this. After talking to the principal, he just made me feel like it's something that I would definitely be interested in.
For someone watching this video, want to pursue education and or play softball, or play any sport, and want to come here, and want to be where you are, what do you tell those folks?
I would tell them to train really hard. On the nights that you don't want to train, get up and go train. On the mornings that you don't want to train, get up and go train. Every little bit helps. While you're out there training, someone else is sitting on the couch not doing it. So I definitely think that training hard is a big part of it, and also believing in yourself. I think that a lot of the time young girls these days don't believe in themselves, so I think that believing in yourself is a really, really big part of where you have the potential to go.
And especially as a woman, so, at least sometimes, and I've coached women in volleyball and things like that. Sometimes it may be hard for them to get up and just stay encouraged. Things like that. The interest wane and things like that. How do you focus? How do you?
I think that it's important to remember why you're doing it. So some days it's just like, speaking personally, some days my pitches just aren't working, but then other days I'm unhittable. So I think that it's just thinking about all the good moments and forgetting all the bad ones. Moving on from the bad ones into the good ones, I think, is definitely a big part of it. You can't dwell on when things aren't working, because the next day they're going to work.
You heard her, folks. That is Amy Begg. And this is why I want to do Senior Moments. Everybody has a story. No matter who they are, everybody's different. Everybody has a way to come here and be successful. And here is one of them. Thank you, Amy. See you next time.